anterior, and right next to it is the extensor digitorum longus. The extensor digitorum longus is going to travel down this way, come across the top of your foot, and extend your toes. And the tibialis anterior is this. So you only have two on the front, two on this side. The big toe side one is tibialis anterior. The other tendon you'll find traveling down the front here would be the extensor digitorum. You've got two there. Right? You've got two that travel down the lateral side. The most superficial one is the peroneus longus, which is this one. And underneath it is the more fleshy one, is the peroneus brevis. Now you can't pick out the peroneus brevis off of the bone, but the peroneus brevis is, the peroneus brevis is this one here. That's the peroneus brevis.
It's tiny.
No, this little guy here is not the peroneus brevis. It's a small muscle called the peroneus tertius, which we didn't do. So you disregard that and look at the muscle that's immediately underneath it, the fleshy one. That's the peroneus brevis. So the peroneus longus and the peroneus brevis are the two that are traveling down the lateral side. Once you pick up the longus, then all you're going to find underneath it is the brevis. That's all there is for our purposes. So we've got two traveling down here, tibialis anterior and extensor digitorum. We've got two traveling down the lateral side, peroneus longus and peroneus brevis. We have three traveling down the medial side. Okay, when you go on the medial side, the most superficial one is the flexor digitorum longus, which is this one. You can see the muscle belly of the flexor digitorum longus up here like this. What it's going to do is go around the medial malleolus, go across the plantar surface of your foot, and flex your toes. So that would be the flexor digitorum longus. Immediately underneath that is a tendon. The muscle belly of it will be up here at the knee, but that's all you can pick out down here just above the ankle. That will be the tibialis posterior. So the easiest way to determine or separate the flexor digitorum from the tibialis posterior is the flexor digitorum. You can find some muscle. The tibialis posterior, you can't find any muscle as you go a little further up. So those are two of the three, and then the third one is the deepest of the three is this one, starting to fray a little bit, and that's the flexor hallucis longus. That's the specific one to flex your big toe. So you have three going around the medial side. You've got flexor digitorum longus, tibialis posterior, and flexor hallucis longus. Okay. On the back side here, gastrocnemius has the two heads. My thumbs are on the two heads of the gastrocnemius. And the thing that's in the middle that you can see, the thickening in the middle, that's the plantaris. So this thing here is the plantaris, and these two things are the two heads of the gastrocnemius. Soleus is this one, which is deep to the gastrocnemius, as we just took today. Soleus, plantaris, gastrocnemius. You notice how the plantaris in the cat's a lot bigger and more powerful than the plantaris we've got. And as I mentioned in class today, probably because of the movement of the knee joint and the running and the jumping that the cat has to do. It's going to give them more powerful knee movement and more powerful ankle movement. So gastrocnemius, plantaris, soleus, two across the top. You'll see that it says top, dorsal surface at the top. That's the extensor digitorum longus, tibialis anterior. Two on the lateral side, peroneus longus and brevis, and three on the medial side, flexor digitorum, tibialis posterior, flexor hallucis. And that takes care of the muscles that go around here. And after that, then go over the other ones that we did in previous classes and review them. And I'll come around and help you with the ones from the knee to the ankle today. Okay?